your home is likely your biggest asset.
Woo!
An inner-city apartment, terrace, warehouse or anything in between.
Look at this building.
Whatever its current market value,
It came in at 1.5. Well, look at this. It's a wardrobe.
It is grungy.
Yeah, but not the right kind.
There should be a pool table here.
you could literally be sitting on your dreams.
Dream, probably 2.3.
I want a block of dirt, maybe Alice Springs.
I'm Rosie Morley.
I'm Paddy Milne. Using smart and inspirational design,
That is gorgeous, isn't it?
we're here to get you top dollar.
Hand over your keys.
Hand them over.
I don't know where to put them. I think there's a couple.
See on the other side.
A splash of cash
Budgeted 140.
$80,000.
and a bit of blind faith.
Absolute trust.
I'm in your hands.
That is tight.
Well, you guys are miracle workers, right?
Yeah.
We'll get into the minds of buyers.
As locals, what is it that they love?
People that come to this community can express who they are.
Soak up inspo from the local area.
It's just given me something. Some percolating ideas.
Then together, reimagine your home.
We push every square inch of that place.
Mind blown. It's time to hand those keys back.
How much can we raise the value of your property
I don't know how they did that.
with design?
And hopefully there's a big number in there.
Your property now has a price guide of... No.
Serious?
This
Congratulations.
is Selling in the City.
Old walls that I built for you just to dig me out with silver spoons. No, I didn't see it coming. Oh.
What have you, Paddy?
Oh, we're high up on the hill and the clock on the silo says it's 11 degrees.
It's so great to be in Richmond.
An amazing vantage point to see not only Richmond, but the MCG.
Oh, yeah. How can I forget?
You can see the MCG from anywhere in Melbourne. I think it's your superpower.
Yeah, that's true.
You're like,
Everyone's got one.
yeah, 98
Yes,
degrees
G.
due south.
You've got the city and the intensity of the grid, which I absolutely love. And then to the north, you've got all of Fitzroy and the grit and sticky floors of the pubs. and then over to the south, South Yarra, more polished.
Yeah, a bit polished.
Yeah, these two worlds that sort of sit on either side of the Yarra.
Okay.
And then right here, we've got Richmond.
Oh, our vanilla friend in the middle.
Between the sweet strawberry and the dark and strawberry chocolate over here. Goes with everything.
It does.
Everyone loves it.
Yeah.
Give me a scoop.
All right, so tell me, what are we doing here? What's the brief?
We are here to see Rhyl and Tom. They bought their property in Richmond and they're a young professional couple and they love Richmond for its proximity to the city, its safe leafy streets and its vibrant social scene.
Didn't I say, what are we doing here? Why do they want to sell?
Why would they want to sell? I know, it's great. It's great here.
Rhyl and Tom have been living in their Neapolitan ice cream tub for the last 6 years. But sorry, Paddy, they're not selling because they want to move out of the vanilla centre. Recently married, they're keen to start a family and they have their hearts set on finding a 3-bedroom property with a large backyard, while hopefully staying in Richmond. But before their dreams melt like ice cream on a hot summer's day, to make this a reality, they're going to need a heap more cash than an unrenovated 2-bedroom Victorian workers' cottage is going to give them.
So we need to maximise their sale price in order for them to achieve that bigger family home, but not necessarily move too far.
Okay, well, I can't wait to meet them and help them with their next dream.
For this, I'm a living legend, bring truth to the myth. I'm 00 slick, they shake and I sip. I pull up in the drip, yo, they call me the rain cloud, like I'm about to dance, slip out wild, the grand entrance.
We were running a bit late to meet Rhyl and Tom.
It's the eyeliner. It always takes a bit longer.
It's true, though. You do take longer than me to get ready. You do. I'm always like, come on, let's go.
Nothing's sacred here. just caught you. You're looking sharp.
Thank
I
you.
know, they're all suited and booted. And they're going to make you late for work.
Yeah, I know.
So tell us about the place.
Yeah.
How far is it from here?
Not far at all. It's only 10 minutes up the road, so right in the heart of Richmond, which is great.
It's a little Victorian 2-bedroom cottage with nice morning sun in the backyard, which is a big backyard, got a nice deck as well.
Yeah, we bought it in 2019 as our first home, so we've got a lot of fond memories there. We bought our first dog back there, got engaged there, so we're really sad to be moving on, but it's just that time.
Yeah. So it's filled with happy memories. It means a lot to you, but you're ready for the next stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And what about the current value? Like, can you give us some numbers to be thinking about?
We've had a couple of valuations and they go from 1.2 to 1.4.
And what are we trying to get it to?
Ideally.
We'd love to get to 1.7, I think.
Okay, 1.7.
Wow.
It's nice to be ambitious, but that is a big jump, isn't it?
What would you like to be putting into the property?
So we've budgeted 140,000, and we think, yeah, that will be a good number to work with.
Okay, 140,000.
Alrighty, so that sounds like a serious challenge.
One we're up for.
One we're up for.
We're just going to need your keys for the next
Yeah,
little bit.
definitely.
Please. Thank you, Rhyl. Beautiful.
How are you feeling about it all?
Nervous but excited.
Nervous and excited.
Let's go and check it out. You guys are going to get to work, and so do we.
Thank you very much. See you later.
soon.
What a pleasant, quiet street.
I was just thinking the same, especially after the intensity of the main drag back there.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And I love these trees.
Yeah. Gorgeous scale to the houses as well. All the little roof lines and unique facades. Always.
Oh, this is us.
It is.
$1.2 to $1.4 million for a 2-bed Victorian cottage is well above the average price range for this type of house, which currently sits around $1.1 million.
But Rhyl and Tom's block is at the cul-de-sac end of a quiet street and has a larger backyard than usual, which can help fetch higher prices in a suburb where space is at a premium.
And those higher prices are reserved exclusively for the best houses that make the most out of their plot of land. High-end finishes, appliances and the promise of a luxurious lifestyle are what we need to be aiming for.
So if we're going to get anywhere near this price, we're going to have to think well and truly outside the MCG sponsors box.
Oi. Hey, we're off to a good start here.
Yeah. This is in good condition, actually. Gorgeous little Victorian frontage.
That's pretty cute, isn't it?
It is.
Love the fretwork. That's a beautiful little detail.
Old girl's got potential.
Traditionally, workers' cottages are really simple structures where you've got quite a compact footprint, door off to the side, skinny corridor, and segmented or compartmentalised planning. Alrighty, first bedroom.
Okay. That's pretty good size.
Oh, this is nice. Original features,
Yeah.
floorboards, skirting picture rails. Second room.
Hey, for an old Victorian, this is not a bad size room.
It's okay. It's almost like that mini master type size.
Yeah.
This needs expansion somehow.
Yeah, okay. How would we do that? Go up?
I don't know. Something's missing.
So far, so good. The bedrooms are generous enough, and I can't see any real problem we need to address. But walking into the back part of the house was a bit of a surprise. It's just wrong, all wrong.
Just the setup. You know how I feel about a
What do you
shape
want
and
in here?
decor.
What are you thinking?
Well, there's just this big old dance floor here in the middle, you know, cut some shapes in here, but nothing else. Like,
Yeah, right.
There's not enough for an island, there's not enough for, it's got everything, but it just feels like the planning is off. It's not working. It's like the dimensions are too large here. Teeny tiny table way over there. It's a bit of a planning doozy. It's baffling me. Oh, this is a really small little lounge.
This is tricky to work with though, isn't it?
Given there's so much space in the kitchen, this is feeling really compressed.
Right,
Just want to expand out a little. I guess that must be the bathroom.
Oh yeah, we haven't seen the bathroom yet.
Right.
Oh.
Oh,
Come on in.
My worst nightmare. I knew this would be the case. The proximity of bathroom to living, too close.
Yeah.
It's just gross. It's got to go. You could not socialise and have that as your bathroom.
Well, imagine you got people on the couch, they're watching telly, and then you got someone cooking, and then the tinkler's in there.
And the laundry was in the bathroom effectively too. So clean linen, bathroom ablutions. Yeah.
Mighty challenge ahead of you, my friend.
Oh, it's a no-brainer.
Ah, the great Australian backyard. To have an ability to come out here and cook and entertain and have that flow through, open up these bifolds, it's fantastic. The fencing just needs to be unified a little bit. Like, it's quite distracting having, we've got the back of a fence over here and then we've got a fence topper down the end. We've only got one privacy issue, which, given it's so close to the city and urban backyard, you take that as a win.
I feel for Tom and Rhyl because there is so much potential there and they haven't really been able to use it to its maximum effect. So it's a great project for us because we can see the low-hanging fruit here. L-shaped planning is a dead-set nightmare because people don't know what to do and it results in this kind of disaster zone.
Yeah, and the flow-on effect is that. Like, we have to have the sofa there, and that's where the TV's going. That's the real drawback, and potential buyers will see that and understand that the bathroom, for a start, is not in a good position.
If we could push every square inch to work a bit harder and open up and expand this space, feel like potentially we could get somewhere. But right now, this L shape is not working for me, and it's a non-negotiable.
Okay, well, I hope for our buyers' sake that you can see me and raise me.
Yeah, it feels really ambitious to us, I think, especially if they've had an evaluation as low as 1.2.
Before we go any further, we need to find out who's moving to Richmond.
Let's get out there.
Top of the world, yeah. We unstoppable. Top of the world, alright. We ain't going nowhere.
Of all the inner city suburbs of Melbourne, Richmond is probably one of the most famous. Just under 3 k's east of the Melbourne GPO, it offers the perfect mix of inner city grunge and glam for anyone who wants to call this eclectic neighbourhood home. And who wouldn't?
Back into the hustle and bustle. If shopping's your thing, Richmond's home to hundreds of shops, flogging everything from furniture to high fashion.
And there's just as many restaurants as well. You could eat out every single night of the year and never go to the same restaurant twice.
And if you want to kick on afterwards, there's almost 70 pubs and clubs dotted around the streets and laneways, including the famous Corner Hotel.
But it's not just bricks and mortar that makes Richmond an attractive place to call home. It's within a stone's throw from some of Melbourne's most legendary parks and gardens. The green spaces on offer are insane.
Richmond is not necessarily with a town centre, it's more a series of main streets that collectively make up Richmond.
What's your favourite main street in Richmond?
I think Swan Street because of all the cool bars and restaurants, but I also love Victoria Street because of all the Asian groceries and Vietnamese eateries. Church Street with all the designer stores.
You'll be well accustomed for a few designer stores.
Yeah. You've got the industrial parks with all the high-end apartment refurb and a lot of reworked Victorian cottages.
Well, it used to be very working class, didn't it?
Oh, all the inner city areas did, yeah. And it's been amazing to see that transformation and making this a really highly sought-after area.
And some of the transformations of the old buildings are pretty incredible.
Yeah, oh yeah, the architecture's so interesting.
And it's the new against the old, and it's all the textures coming together.
You've got a building form there, like that, for example, as you say, new shop. It's curved, it's stepped, staggered, glass, steel, cladding, and then you've got the retro yellow brick of an industrial building gone by with the gloss tiles on the matte brick is consistently everywhere. There's just that multi-layered effect that seems kind of chaotic, but it does sit together quite well.
While wandering around looking at buildings can tell you what to design, it's the people drawn to Richmond that can tell us who we really need to design this for.
Let's go! I've been in it for a minute. Grab the microphone and I'm in it. Gotta get
And luckily, I've got some mates up the road who can shed some light on this for us.
Hello, everyone!
This was our opportunity to get in there, find out what is it about Richmond that really speaks to them. Like, really, as locals, what is it that they love?
It's super social. There's always something to do. There's so many pubs around.
I like to have my Saturday night in, but then, like, you don't hear anything that's going around. But then you step, like, down the street, boom, everything's happening, everything's running around.
Yeah, so those contrasts of like intensity when you want it, but you can also retreat and have that downtime.
And then obviously the main thing as well is it's close to everything, like...
And on a Friday night, it's just bustling, so it's good atmosphere. Yeah. Everyone's revving up for the footy.
Yeah, it's good vibes.
Yeah, really good vibes. Yeah.
I think it tells us that there is a really strong sense of community in the area, which is really unique for an inner city suburb.
It's also obviously very sporty. I feel like a lot of sporty people live around Richmond. Everyone's like running around the parks, or it's a nice lifestyle, I think.
Because I think everyone like comes from all different types of areas of Melbourne. It all comes to Richmond, which is central.
Half of our friends live south side, half of our friends live north side.
So this is the common ground for everyone. You bring everyone else in.
That's right.
Yeah, that's Richmond, ground zero.
It is.
So hosting and entertaining is like a really big deal. It's important to have a social area, like an open area where you can have a crew over.
No, they talk about it being this island. Like, they don't need to leave the island because it's got everything they need. I think one of them said that they hadn't left for 2 months.
What sort of people are buying in Richmond?
I think probably people my age, you know, young professionals that are ready to settle down, have the coin now, that they've maybe stepped into a career path that they're happy with.
Probably, like, I reckon 30s. But a lot of my friends are buying apartments or looking for apartments.
People gravitate to Richmond to congregate and socialise.
Yeah, they've got friends that are coming from these outer suburbs, and that seems to be the meeting point in Richmond, doesn't it?
Right, I think our Richmond buddies are going to go out on the town. Do you want to join them? One drink?
Alrighty, one drink.
Okay, one drink.
Yeah.
Just
Just one. Just one.
You literally live down the road.
Oh, Morley. Have a go at that. That might bring you back to life.
All right, it's worth a shot. Holy moly.
They know how to party, those kids.
Yeah, not their first row day out.
I know, and it just makes me think, like, we got to bring in entertainment and sociability, hosting into the design of this home, right?
It's so important.
Yeah. And looking around here, I mean, there's just so many of these single-fronted Victorian terraces that they're all very similar to what Rhyl and Tom have. And we've got to look at a way to differentiate them with the constraints we're working with. With limited budget, limited time, but I think that, yeah, the way we do it is adding that element of luxury and really tapping into all those textures and layering that we've been seeing around. I think that's the way to do it.
That's our market, isn't it?
Yep. All right, I think I'm maxed out.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't eat that.
You don't want that? Okay.
This is going to be one tricky little sucker.
You're not wrong. We need to try and create a house that needs to do the near impossible. If we're going to get someone to part with $1.7 million for this house, we need to show them not just what the house is, but what it can be.
That's right, we need to future-proof this house, and that's going to require a ton of demo.
The bathroom, number one problem, wrong location. Because right now it's between the dining and the living room, and it's all kinds of wrong.
Rosie's going to bring back the outdoor toilet and feel it.
Yeah, well, it would be an improvement right now. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It was that wall that was going, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
We've reconfigured the plan, so we have future-proofed it for a future buyer. So what we're going to do is get that bathroom out of the living area.
And put it outside.
Push it back inbound into the plan and stack it behind the kitchen.
Moving these rooms is not cheap. A decent chunk of our 140K will go into these rooms. But if that's not enough, I've decided to throw another log into an already roaring fire. I want to introduce an ensuite.
Wait a minute, an ensuite?
Yep, our market research has shown that nothing says luxury like a second bathroom. And an ensuite will really elevate this property in Richmond's glut of 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom workers' cottages. Now, the trick is trying to make it fit.
So where we're being bold and brave with this is in the planning and push every square inch of that place to its hardest maximum effect. By stacking the bathrooms together and the kitchen docked to the end of that, it means that all the expensive wet areas are co-located, and it really frees up that back line to either extend out or up. And that's really important for a future buyer to understand how easy that is to do.
What's not easy is trying to work out what to do out the back here. So at the moment, the backyard is not a space that's very inviting. The deck flows out from the bifold doors in the kitchen area, which is a good start, but it sort of stops there. There's no other reason to get out and use that backyard. We learnt that the people drawn to Richmond have a real entertaining spirit and a love of the many green spaces found all over the suburb. So I'm embracing that by creating a backyard that draws you through the bifolds, but then gives you a real reason to stay out there. And it needs to be something pretty impressive, as everything we're doing here has a dual purpose. It needs to not only sell a lifestyle, but also add value. All right, this is what we're up against. We've got steppers coming down the side here, beautiful bluestone steppers. Great texture to them, that organic shape, which we know and love.
Love it, very organic.
Don't panic, it's organic. And then we're gonna have some ground covers through there.
Yeah.
Then we have the lawn area that we're standing on at the moment, a wraparound perimeter garden bed, and then we come back to the main event here. A full-size pizza oven and a living green wall full of herbs and ornamentals, which will add a touch of colour, practicality, and most importantly, privacy. It's about making the backyard in general far more user-friendly and get that indoor-outdoor connection, that reason to entertain at home. But I also need to give a reason to go further into the yard than just the deck. I think there's the perfect spot to have something sculptural and something on show that draws the eye to the backyard as you move past the pizza oven. And luckily, I know who can help me with that. Hey, Matty.
Paddy. Oh.
G'day, buddy. How
Thanks
are
for
you?
showing up.
Good to see you.
Yeah, likewise.
Good to see you got Skippy here on Safety Watch.
Yeah, always overseeing the work.
Matt Hill is amazing with sculptures and core 10 in particular, which ties back into the way that the pizza oven is being wrapped. But what I really love about Matt's work is that it looks fantastic during the day, but it really comes alive at night. He lights his sculptures and it's got this beautiful architecture of light and play on shadows. So we're renovating a Victorian cottage in Richmond, and what I'm wanting is one of your sculptures to place in the garden, and that's what I love about your work. It's the coming together of sculpture and light. And to me, it's just like Richmond. From what I've seen so far, it just comes alive at night.
Yep.
And that's what I want for this backyard.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it'll work 100%.
So I already have some core 10 elements in the garden.
Yep.
And this is core 10, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. And the beauty of this steel outside, it'll rust to a beautiful orange, and also with the warm white light that I use, it'll glow. It's beautiful. So you'll be really impressed.
Sculptural pieces are important, particularly when there's rooms or a little bit of mystery and resolve, so moving away from a focal point. So as you move through the house and you get to the deck area, you're instantly met by the pizza oven, and that holds that space. What's nice is to then have something else to then bring your eye around the corner, that mystery and resolve, to something else like a sculpture that really holds that position further down in the backyard, taking your eye to the furthest point, which is then expanding the space.
While Paddy has been making sparks fly with Matt down at his workshop on the Mornington Peninsula, back up in Richmond, the team have been busy. Really busy. The kitchen and bathroom are completely gone, and in their place is the new layout that I hope really wins over our potential buyers. Back where the kitchen was is my secret weapon. Yep, I've squeezed in the ensuite. Next door is the main bathroom, and running the length of the hall is where I've located the new European laundry.
You must be good at Tetris.
I am actually. I am. I'm actually pretty good at it back in the day.
And then at the rear of the house, we've put the kitchen, dining and living spaces.
Rosie, as I stand, I'm blown away that you've been able to get not only the 5 key components into the back of the house, but you've managed to cram in that extra ensuite.
Jam it in. But it works. I think there's a logic to how all those wet areas connect.
That is just absolutely incredible. Potential buyers are going to be blown away by that.
How much better does this feel?
Fantastic.
It's so crazy. Like, even though this wall's come forward, there's this expanse, and you know how the bathroom was.
That was the window in the bathroom.
Yeah, and this was the wall that was boxing it all in. So it's just much more rational space now. So the flow of spaces, and we've been able to stack the wet areas behind that wall, which has unlocked all of this space.
Going off our suburb discovery, we learnt that the party never really left the kitchen area, so this kitchen will capitalise on that, bringing the dining and lounge into the kitchen space, which is crucial to create a feeling of connection between hosts and guests. Something every entertainer craves.
That's the main wall of the kitchen, and it wraps and folds down here, so you can see it kind of goes from bench height, drops down, and we're designating the old bathroom into a dining area. You know, it's really important to say this is where that will happen, because in a small footprint space, you want people to understand it immediately. Something small can read as a challenge to new buyers, but if we spell it out, hey, happy days. They'll know how to use it.
It already works so much better, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it's so much more rational this way.
Another big find on our suburb discovery was the heavy use of textures, and I'm recreating that here in several ways. Beautiful textured flooring will remind you of Richmond's many surprising layers with every step you take, and I'm continuing that theme up the walls as well.
With this house, we're going with really neutral base palette, but the oomph factor is through the textures. Oomph factor. And because we've got the double stacked bathrooms, I want to give a level of difference but connection between them as well. So this will be in the main. You can see here that that's got a gloss edge to it. If you compare it to these ones that are going to be for the ensuite, which has a lot more daylight in it than the main bathroom, but this is matte. So you've got gloss, matte. It's basically like a book being open like that. It's a mirror image of each other in terms of a planning efficiency. But spatially, they feel entirely different because the lighting condition is different and therefore the way light falls on finishes is inherently different as well. We must add an element of elevated design. You know, it can't just be another standard 2-bed, 1-bathroom home.
We're halfway through future-proofing Tom and Rhyl's 2-bedroom Victorian workers' cottage. The hard work has been done already, with Rosie overseeing a complete redesign of the interior of the house, swapping the kitchen and bathroom and somehow managing to fit in an ensuite. Oh yeah, oh God, yeah. Yeah, the value is going up. When you walk into that main bedroom, and where there used to be just a wall and that was it was just 1 bedroom, to then have the surprise of that ensuite is such a bonus.
It's a great way to stand this property out from the pack and hopefully get some big bites from the big fish we're hoping to hook as they buy or invest in Melbourne's ultra-popular suburb of Richmond.
But the inside is just part of the story. My job is to make sure the outside is every bit as inviting and functional as the inside.
So this one here, the one that you're working on, the idea is that that's going to get shaped up as a nice little tokery ball. Yeah? Just trying to get a bit of a layered planting effect, and then the mass ground covers through here. And then this is where our table and chairs are going to land.
So we're really trying to make this a bit of an entertainer's paradise. The deck area is going to be the social hub. It's about making that deck space feel more a part of the living area, and then getting a little bit more privacy with the height of a green wall. And getting into that green wall, which I'm really excited about, is herbs and things to be picking and putting on pizzas and other things as you're entertaining outdoors. Maybe even a cocktail.
Perfect. I love it because it's not only visual and adds depth to that external area, it's functional.
The idea of the staggered pattern, this little zigzag shape, is that when we pop the pots on, they've got a honeycomb shape to them. And the idea is that rather than it all just being in straight, parallel or grid lines, it makes it look far more organic and natural because it's sort of moving up and down. And then on top of that, once we have different foliage types, they start to just move with each other and plug these little gaps rather than everything looking man-made. Yeah,
no, brilliant. So when we're done, I think there's an opportunity to have a couple of drinks. Thyme would go well in a cocktail. Basil.
Yeah.
No, I got strawberries. There
Yeah, I
we
was like,
go.
I don't think
We'll get some bubbles out and I'll put strawberries in.
So while strawberry shortcake builds his lush green wall, I'm in the kitchen doing one of the more glamorous parts of my job.
Oh, a powder option. Wow, racking up.
Picking a grout colour for the bathrooms.
We need to choose from the grey range.
So these are just our options?
Yes.
I've never chosen grout off powder. I've always gone off the little Mapai chalk sticks.
Yeah, but that's just too shiny. You never know.
No, I agree with you. I'm always like, but that's a synthetic version of the grout. So this is real.
Yes.
It's better.
Yeah, better.
As unsexy as it may seem, picking the right grout is just as important as picking the tiles themselves. It's not only there to stop seepage of water behind the tiles, which would eventually lift them off the wall, but by selecting the right colour grout, it either allows the tiles to blend together in their commonality or make them really stand out by contrasting them with a lighter or differing colour. But like all parts of design, seeing them in situ really hammers home whether you've made the right choice or not. Alrighty, so in this light, these look completely different, don't they? So we're going to be going with this one here.
Yeah, this one's a dark grey. This one just mid-grey.
Yeah, it almost looks white against this darker colour. Because there is so much variation, like there's almost like 4 or 5, even more.
Yeah.
Across multiple colours, and so therefore selecting the grout to work across the wall on balance. But I feel you're right, like this sort of darker tone is going to help bind all of them together.
Yeah.
Good call. I'm really happy with that. And I'm really happy with how our kitchen is coming together too. Cabinets and appliances are in, so is the new stone benchtop and splashback, which have their own colour connections to the rest of the house as well.
I really like these little flecks that come through here. It reminds me of the Corten out in the garden, the same sort of mottled effect through the finish.
As you look closer at it, you've got quite a few variations in textures, and then there's the veining of that gold that's brought out. Not obvious, but that's the whole point. It's understated, but there's a sense of luxury to it. I think that's what...
A bit like me, understated.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Only you can compare yourself to a kitchen splashback. Oh, God. The bathrooms are finally grouted, and it's just connections and fittings that remain. These are all simple, sleek and elegant, but the colours work perfectly alongside the tiles to really sell the luxury brief we need to hit if we've any chance of helping Tom and Rhyl achieve their dream.
Oh, my lordy lord, you've done it.
And it's nearly one and done in the backyard too. After a major push, the yard is looking $1 million. A mix of summer and winter flowering perennials will keep the interest year-round, and I've painted the previously boring fences matte black, which helps them disappear into the background, making the yard feel bigger. I've turned my attention to assemble Matt Hill's bespoke Corten steel sculpture that has just arrived. This will really stand out, especially at night. And it had to be something special if it's going to steal your focus away from the full-size pizza oven. That, along with the finished vertical garden, really sell this newly renovated Merbu deck as the ultimate outdoor social hub.
Patty cakes.
Hey!
Your magic trick.
Just caught me polishing my steel. This is Corten in its beautiful raw form. You've seen it in its natural state.
Yep.
So there's beautiful texture in the bluestone. It is a sawn finish, but you've got the organic nature of the cat sporing and pitting in the top of the stone.
Cat pawing?
Yeah.
I haven't heard of that before.
What I really like is when we fire up the pizza oven and we get those pizzas going, we've got some thyme to put on there. You can have some spinach, parsley. It's all here ready to go. Chives.
Just like...
Yeah.
I think what you've done is created this outdoor room because it's a small backyard.
And it instantly doubles that living and entertaining area, doesn't it? We can have a dining table through here. Once you get out into this space, you instantly want to know what's around the corner.
While Paddy has definitely worked his magic in the backyard, sometimes you still want your privacy. So thanks to the automatic blinds, you can shut it all out and keep it cosy, especially on those cold and dark wintry nights when you can entertain around the brand new dining table. As long as you can see each other, that is.
Alrighty, let's set this thing out. Visually, I'd love for that to sit midway in this height. What was the ceiling height again?
3 metres.
All right, so I'm over here looking at that relationship to the table. So making a drink, popping them on the table, that feels pretty good. The placement of this is really important because I want to make sure that it defines this is the dining zone. I think that's about right.
Now it's time for the final touches.
I like that finish, yep, that's good.
Soft furnishings and a balance between styling and art will really help bring our bold changes to life.
I tend to avoid one singular piece on the wall. I think it just draws too much focus to one piece, and it should be an arrangement of mixed mediums.
You're the puppeteer. Allow me to be the puppet.
Oh, sweet, love it. Very happy for you to do the legwork there.
Beautiful. I've just realised it's exactly what I would have done.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you could have told me all this.
Oh, feels good to sit. We were sitting in, well, earlier you would have been in the bathtub. I'm sitting on top of the vanity, so.
I think you're on the toilet right there. That was actually where the loo was. It's completely done this backflip on itself and landed in exactly the right spot.
Monumental changes. And the flow just works so much better now, connected to the new deck. This new living area. Oh, God, I don't like it.
Prior to undertaking this mammoth project, this simple two-bedder was valued between $1.2 and $1.4 million. To lift its value, we had to take Tom and Rhyl's $140,000 renovation budget and design a home that would stand out from the pack and propel it into the ranks of Richmond's finest entertainers.
We have added and elevated the experience of that home at every level.
Now we've refined the layout of the property, added an extra bathroom and created an outdoor living space. Future buyers may choose to enclose that area with a bit of additional investment.
It doesn't feel beyond this premium buyer, really, that's looking at this area.
And to see how we went, we've invited 3 of the suburb's most trusted agents to check out our handiwork. And in this envelope is their new appraisal.
Hopefully we've done enough to reach Tom and Rhyl's dream of achieving $1.7 million, which will see them well on their way to their new life in a larger family home.
Alrighty, time to give those keys back.
Yep, we've held up our end of the bargain. Let's see how it turns out.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, how are you?
Good to see you again.
You too, mate.
How are you feeling? Yeah, haven't been able to stop thinking about it, actually. Like, every night there's a different dream about, you know, what you guys have done, so.
But there's a few challenges in there, you know that. Keys are all yours. Go and have a look.
Great.
In there.
Holy moly.
Right. Gosh, there's a door there.
You do not expect an ensuite off a second bedroom in a tiny footprint like this.
The valuable addition to the home, while small, is bolstered by 3-metre-high ceilings, enhancing the sense of space. The natural light floods in through the old kitchen windows, but to avoid it becoming overwhelming, it's absorbed and softened by the beautiful matte tiles.
I can't believe this used to be a kitchen.
I'm in shock.
Yeah, me too. It's beautiful.
But the ensuite also addresses another problem, stamping this bedroom as the master.
And that instantly adds value. It's now a 2-bed, 2-bath, no-brainer.
On the other side of this wall is the main bathroom. While it almost mirrors the ensuite, there's many subtle changes to help differentiate this room. The glossy tiles mean the lack of natural light is compensated, as they reflect and enhance the luminance of the up and down lights, and the addition of a bath ensures the house has broadest of appeal.
Don't know which bathroom I prefer more now. They're both so good.
You show this one, I show that one.
But out in the kitchen is where it all comes together. Drawing on Richmond's mix of the new and old, its fusion of textures and layers, I was compelled to have this reflected in the design.
unbelievable.
This is a different house.
This is a different house.
I decided on a classic kitchen layout, but adorned with ultra-modern materials and appliances. The wraparound bench links up the dining room, meaning there's no question this area is designed for a party.
2 new bathrooms, brand new kitchen. This is
Unbelievable.
incredible. Wow.
Out in the backyard, we were presented with a completely underutilised space, with more piles of dog poo than there were footprints. There was just no reason to go out there. So keeping with the entertainer's mindset and matching it with Richmond's best houses, I created an outdoor social hub that effortlessly complements all the hard work we've done indoors.
It really feels indoor, outdoor, like the flow outside to the pizza oven is just incredible.
The living green wall adds some privacy to the whole affair, but by running it adjacent to the pizza oven, it creates an almost outdoor room, an inviting and functional space that finally gives people a reason to come into this backyard.
This is such a turnaround from
Where we were.
a couple of weeks ago. I can't believe it.
It is the perfect spot for friends to congregate for pre or post dinner drinks or for some quiet relaxation in the garden. It's nerve-wracking, isn't it? There's monumental changes that have taken place.
Because we know, we believe we've done a good job, but for them, you know, they're looking at their precious home being carved up and you just hope they like it.
Rhyl, Tom, what did you think?
It's just incredible, blown away. Fitting 2 bathrooms in that space is just outrageous. I can't believe you guys have done it.
I know. You've got an ensuite now.
I know.
And it's so luxurious. The materials that have been used are incredible. To have the bathrooms tucked away behind the bedrooms into the open living, it's great.
Alrighty, with all of that in mind, do you feel like we've added value and will appeal to buyers?
I mean, we had a workers' cottage is now super modern with 2 bathrooms and an ensuite for the master. Like, it's definitely going to add value and broaden the appeal to a wide range of purchases.
You don't see that very often, especially in Richmond, so.
Yeah, it's a real treat.
Now, this is the moment of truth, though. This is what it all comes down to. This is your property appraisal. Have a look at that.
Wow, thank you. Okay.
Hopefully there's a big number in there.
Yeah.
Before we came in, Tom and Rhyl's house was valued at 1.2 to 1.4, but they're hoping to achieve a price of 1.7 million.
Your property now has a price guide of 1.6 million to 1.7.
Yeah! It's the dream number.
It is the number. Holy moly, thank you. Yeah, that's going to be great. If we achieve that price and onto our next home, it's going to help so much. So thank you.
Thank you, really appreciate it.
Big spend on their part and a lot of faith to put that money in our hands, but I think it's been worth it. Here's to Tom and Rhyl.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.